Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for tuning in. Today, I've got something rather special lined up for you. We're going to take a proper, good old British deep dive into the 2025 Toyota Corolla. It's one of those models that's familiar, comfortable, yet always seems to reinvent itself just when you think you've got it pegged. Whether you're mulling over a new family hatchback, interested in hybrid efficiency, or simply curious about what's fresh in the Corolla lineup, you're in exactly the right place. So, settle in, grab a cuppa, and let's get right into it. The 2025 Corolla is on sale now, and it continues Toyota's tradition of softly revolutionizing an already solid car. At the heart of the updates, the 2.0-litre hybrid model now delivers a touch more oomph. Max power is now rated at 176 bhp, 178 din-hp, giving the car a livelier feel without losing sight of fuel economy. These tweaks might sound modest, but they deliver a noticeable difference in real-world driving, which we British drivers tend to appreciate above all. Let's start with what's under the bonnet, of which there are two hybrid choices. First, the 1.8-litre hybrid packs around 138 bhp and can push from 0 to 62 miles per hour in about 9.1 seconds, which is pretty sprightly for day-to-day driving. Then you've got the more eager 2.0-litre hybrid, coming in at roughly 193 bhp and cutting the 0 to 62 mph run down to around 7.4 seconds. In simpler terms, the 1.8 is smooth and efficient, very much a no-fuss commuter, whereas the 2.0-litre is smoother still, more relaxed, and willing to stretch its legs if you give it a nudge. Speaking of efficiency, because we all chip in towards greenhouse gas cuts, don't we? Overall fuel figures hover around the 60 mpg mark, with CO emissions typically around 100 grams per kilometer depending on which spec you choose. Not earth-shattering, sure, but reliable and consistent, and that's what the Corolla has always offered. If we pivot from mechanics to practicality, this car continues to be built in Britain, at Toyota's Burnaston plant in Derbyshire, a point of pride and relevance for us local drivers. And speaking of the factory, there's some exciting news on the horizon. Toyota is reportedly planning a big £41 million investment there to bring the high-performance GR Corolla into production. Yes, the rally-inspired, 296 bhp, four-wheel drive hot hatch, within the next 18 months. The aim is to satisfy demand and sidestep long wait times, and this could see the Burnaston site playing an even bigger part in Toyota's future here in the UK. So even as we enjoy this calm, practical Corolla, possibilities for something quite wild are simmering away. Back to what folks will actually buy today, the body styles. You get the hatchback, the Touring Sports, that's the estate, and there's also a sedan. The Touring Sports is really well priced if you need the space. It's got the low-slung estate shape that's perfect for both school runs and weekend adventures, and it uses the same hybrid tech. Price-wise, the Corolla starts at around £30,795 and can climb to about £36,295 on the road, depending on your spec and extras. So it's sitting in a sensible zone, taffeta tier, if you like, not cheap as muck, but excellent value, especially given what's on offer inside. And what's on offer? The entry-level, Icon, trim comes nicely equipped with 16-inch alloy wheels, LED headlights, heated front seats with lumbar support, an 8-inch multimedia screen, Toyota Touch 2, DAB radio, reversing camera, dual-zone aircon, and an array of interior comforts like a 60/40th split rear seat and active headrest. Then there's the mid-range design, trim which adds 17-inch machined alloys, rain-sensing wipers, auto-folding heated mirrors, privacy glass and LED fog lights. At the top sits the Excel trim, 18-inch alloys, by-LED headlights, smart entry, sportier seats with part leather, and extras like a head-up display and blind spot monitoring. And for all trims, you still get Toyota Safety Sense, which throws in automatic braking, lane assist, speed limit recognition, and the like. Wireless mobile charging is also available from Icon upwards, and the car's connected via the My Toyota app. So, whether you go for the sensible Icon or the more flashy Excel, the Corolla feels like a proper modern car, comfortable, safe, and quite tech-savvy. Now, in terms of driving experience, reviewers have pointed out that while the Corolla isn't thrilling in the way a hot hatch is, it has a polished, composed ride, especially the 2.0-litre model. The hybrids don't drive on electric power alone for very long, but the battery helps join the dots between petrol and regen braking nicely, keeping things smooth and economical. Something to mention too, core value add incentives. Toyota UK are currently offering a £1,500 saving if you order a new Corolla before the 30th of September 2025. Plus, you get up to 10 years or 100,000 miles of warranty if you stick with servicing at their network, and the first year of RR roadside assistance across the UK and Europe comes free. That's handy cover, especially if you have holidays planned or regularly venture onto unfamiliar roads. And, bonus, one of the big draws for many of us is depreciation, or, rather, the lack of it. Corollas hold their value remarkably well, and with more electric cars launching and rising second-hand prices across the board, a new one still looks like a smart move if you plan to keep it for a few years. So, in a nutshell, the 2025 Toyota Corolla is a fascinating proposition for UK buyers right now. It's familiar enough to feel instantly accessible, but it ticks all the current boxes: hybrid efficiency, classy updates, engaging drive, strong safety, solid spec, and value-savvy pricing. Even better, it's built right here. And heading on the horizon is the tantalizing prospect of a GR Corolla bristling with turbo power, AWD and hot hatch lust, something quite out of the ordinary for this unofficially reserved for sensible buyers lineage. Whether you're in the market for a dependable daily, a comfortable family wagon, or simply enjoying the comfort of an established, trustworthy brand, the Corolla offers a compelling choice. You might even be tempted to wait for that hot hatch to arrive, but in the meantime, the 2025 Corolla is very much fit for purpose, and does it with subtle style and quiet competence that's hard to argue with. Thanks ever so much for sticking with me through this breakdown. I hope you found it helpful, entertaining and perhaps a little inspiring. If you did, do please drop a like, leave a comment below letting me know what you reckon. Will you go for the sensible hybrid icon or hold out for that rumored GR hot hatch? And, of course, don't forget to subscribe. This channel's where we turn the mundane into the marvelous, one car at a time. Until next time, stay curious, keep safe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.